Please, come and browse our goods. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil.
You're not afraid you'll set fire to something?
Someone's being attacked!
For praise you do, for we are one. Ere you ascended, and the 8 became 9, you walked among us, great Talos. And as man you said, let me show you the power of Talos Storm Crown.
Aha, a fellow Nord. I trust you're bringing the fight to the Empire? You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps? Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between. If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
You have some nerve coming back here after what you did to Kirava.
Yeah?
The bee and barb, my lord. Never shoot it.
Need something? Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between. They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between. If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we have...
Fortunately for
I think you've had plenty,
that skill can be
Volwolf.
bought.
Maybe you should head on home.
You stupid lizard. I said give me some more drink, or I'll have your head on a bike.
Suit yourself.
How can a humble servant of Talos help you today? He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead. Talos guide you.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. Indeed, there have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark. We also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. Liars and bastards, every one of them. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning. You caught me at a bad time. I've lost someone dear to me. Yes? What is it? It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult to talk about. Perhaps you'd be better off speaking to my parents about it. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things. My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message. Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child.
Aha, a fellow Nord. I trust you're bringing the fight to the Empire?
The Empire! Well, another magnet scorched beneath my feet.
Stay sharp.
What do you want?
Maven, so good to see you again. Hoist the flagon and celebrate with me.
Volwolf, it's always a pleasure. When you're standing downwind of me.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing, Volwolf. Cheers.
I'm sick of waiting. When are we going to see some action?
Ah, quit your belly aching.
My husband and I were just recently married. I'm originally from Cyrodiil, but I left there after I had a falling out with my family. This was the first door in Skyrim I knocked upon, and little did I know my future husband would be answering the door. I like the farm life. It's a huge change from living in a city. Advilt's made me a happy woman. I wouldn't want to be with anyone else in the world.
Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course. It's been good talking to you.
It ain't true what they say about you and the Dark Brotherhood. Is it?
Oh, it took years, but I earned my way to the top. I own Chilfaro Farm, you see. Very successful business. I'll do.
Help! Someone's doing that! Help!